Identifiers. In programming languages, identifiers are used for identification purposes. In Java, an identifier can be a class name, method name, variable name, or label. For example, public class test, public static void main, string, args, int equals 20. In the above Java code, we have 5 identifiers, namely test, class name, main, method name, string, predefined class name, args, variable name, variable name. Rules for defining Java identifiers. There are certain rules for defining a valid Java identifier. These rules must be followed, otherwise we get compile time error. These rules are also valid for other languages like C, C++. The only allowed characters for identifiers are all alphanumeric characters, AZ, AZ, 09, $, and underscore. Dart. For example, geekcat is not a valid Java identifier as it contains that special character. Identifiers should not start with digits 09. For example, 123 geeks is not a valid Java identifier. Java identifiers are case sensitive. There is no limit on the length of the identifier, but it is advisable to use an optimum length of 15 letters only. Reserved words can't be used as an identifier. For example, int while equals 20 is an invalid statement as well as a reserved word. There are 53 reserved words in Java. Examples of valid identifiers: my variable, my variable, my variable xix1 i1, my variable $, my variable sum of array geeks. 123 examples of invalid identifiers. My variable contains a space. 123 geeks begins with a digit. A plus C plus sign is not an alphanumeric character variable. 2 hyphen is not an alphanumeric character. Sum and difference ampersand is not an alphanumeric character. Reserved words. Any programming language reserves some words to represent functionalities defined by that language. These words are called reserved words. They can be briefly categorized into 2 parts: keywords, 50, and literals, 3. Keywords define functionalities and literals define a value. Identifiers are used by symbol tables in various analyzing phases, like lexical, syntax, semantic of a compiler architecture. Note, the keywords const and goto are reserved, even though they are not currently used. In place of const, the final keyword is used. Some keywords like strict are included in later versions of Java.